Hello, welcome to Math 1324. This is Chapter 10, Section 3, Example 3, I believe. And in this example, we want to select the graph of y equals negative x to the fourth plus 2x cubed plus 11x minus 5, plus 5, using the end behavior of the function and knowledge about zeros. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and begin with the power function. And the power function in this case is going to be y equals negative x to the fourth. It's always y equals and then the highest degreed term. So the degree of this polynomial is 4, and 4 is even. And even should tell you same side. There we go, same side. And what that tells me is that there are two different possibilities. It can be going up to the left and up to the right, or down to the left and down to the right, with some weirdness happening possibly in between. Well, which one of these two do we choose? We look at the leading coefficient. The leading coefficient here is -1, which is, of course, negative. So that tells me that I do not use that one, but I do use that one. And I added some extra stuff here and knowledge about zeros. And the reason I did that is because for a question like this, I was looking at Pearson and it was basically showing more than one function that could fit with this end behavior. So the question became, how can you choose between the graphs? Well, that's whenever you start looking at the zeros. And of course the y-intercept. Now the y-intercept here is easy. The y-intercept is 0, 5 because of that right there. As for the zeros, well, honestly, the easiest way of seeing this is to go to the calculator, and so that's what we're going to be doing. Alrighty, I'll see you there. Welcome to the calculator. Let's go to y equals and type in this function. We have negative x to the fourth, right arrow, plus 2x cubed, caret 3, there we go, right arrow, plus 11x plus 5. Awesome. And if I press zoom 6, some really weird things are happening. Weirdness is happening. So let's just zoom out. So zoom and then press 3 and then click enter. Well, that's looking like that's all we have. If I zoom out one more time, yep, that's pretty much it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom back in just a little bit. And notice that this is in fact the graph that we have. And so continue zooming in. Let's go to a window. X min, let's say -5. X max, make that 5. Y min, let's say -20, and Y max 20. Alrighty. Still not large enough for the max, so let's make that 25. Still not large enough, let's make it 30. That still may not be enough. There we go. So here's a decent graph of this. And notice that the y-intercept here is 0, 5. And the x-intercepts, there's 1 here and 1 here. And then that's it. So whatever graph you would see should look something like this. Now notice that it's going down towards the left and down towards the right, which is exactly what we showed using our end behavior. So y-intercept there, and then your 2 x-intercepts here and here. Now what are they? Well, you could just do second calc, and then number 2, which shows 0. Make sure you go to the left of one of the zeros, click enter, then go right of the other 0, or on the other side of it, click enter, and then click enter again, and then it will tell you what one of the zeros is. There we go. All right, well, I'll see you in the next video. Have fun.